Yatesy, mate, we've got a podcast to run.
What? Dinner? Salmon?
Nah, mate, we've got to get straight to it.
Atlantic?
Roll the intro.
Hey everyone, welcome to the new episode of Inside 6 Yarns. I'm your host Yatesy, and with me, as always, the guy that steals your cologne in the change room and gets compliments with it. My co-host.
Tommygun.
Yes. It's really hard to try and find those
ones each week.
Cuts. Yeah, I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel at the moment.
I can tell you're trying.
Yeah, it's a hard job. Well, Tommy,
yes.
big interview last week, mate.
Yeah, Kenny and Arthur, we brought him on the show, and if you haven't seen that, go stop right now. Thank you very much.
Yes.
To throw in a Spice Girls reference.
Yes, I have to.
Go watch the Kenny Arthur interview. Kenny's a really good guy. He's doing a lot of really good things in the goalkeeper community. He's supporting a lot of young goalkeepers out there, and he's doing a lot of good things. So hit him up. And follow him on Twitter and stuff like that. He's doing a lot of giveaways and stuff like that. And at the moment, he's doing a giveaway for a kit, design your own kit competition. So if you like designing,
I think we did mention that in the podcast, didn't we?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so go back and watch
it. Of course you did.
No, he's a good guy though. It was very, very nice of him to come on the show. Definitely would love to bring him back on.
Well, that's it. So this week we decided to go just have a bit of a chat with us too, because we haven't really, obviously we talk off air, but haven't really sat down and had another podcast just by ourselves, like what we did in our pilot.
Yeah, no, it's different. Yeah, so it's been like 2-3 episodes now, just with guests. So now we're just stripping everything back, and going back to basics. Just Tommygun and Yatesy having a good yarn.
One step back.
Yeah,
back to reality. Another 90s song reference.
That's it. Yeah, but. No, guys, it's good. We've had lots of guests on, and now with the new restrictions being lifted a little bit, now we're gonna get some guests on properly. So stay tuned for that. But for this week, you get the luxury of just us two.
Sorry. So, Tommy, I do believe you had a cheeky video. You tried something different with your sunglasses on, driving in your car to your training session, mate. How'd you pull up after that?
No, that was tough. That was a hard session. That's my goalkeeper coach. So Steve. Steve is the goalkeeper coach at Dynel White Eagles. That's where I play. So he is a really, really good goalkeeper coach, and he did put me in band through our paces, and definitely that showed in the video. So if you haven't seen that, go have a look at that. My glutes were very sore the next day. I was trying to hop out of bed and I could feel my ass.
Shout out to Steve.
Yeah, no, definitely the godfather of goalkeeping. We need to bring him on. So
and every time he used to say it to me, I always had that little cheeky little grin he has on his face. Yeah. Steve's a really good guy, class act, and amazing goalkeeper coach. So very happy to be working with him at Dynella. I think he can really make a difference to me as well. I did hear a whisper that young Steve is also a bit of a sniper up front too.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. I must say I've witnessed this a few times.
Well, yeah, definitely. He's definitely hit a few top bins against me in goals. So I've definitely been on the other side of that. But he's got a good kick on him. He's just a good goalkeeper coach, really good goalkeeper coach, and pleasure to work with him.
Oh, so, exactly.
Yeah. But we are looking fantastic today, by the way, as well. Thanks to Embroid Works, supplying us with a bit of gear. So, a little pop up there for you. Definitely, Dado is a really great guy, and he's sorted us out with some really cool gear. If you potentially want some of your own i6Y stuff, hit us up at our email inside6yarns@gmail.com.
Hook us up.
Yeah, definitely. Comfy stuff. Loves it.
It looks good. Good.
Yeah, definitely.
I've decided to rock just the shirt because I'm not cold. So.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a wimp, and I've put a jumper on. But this is probably the first episode that we aren't matching. But we are matching because I've still got the blue shirt on underneath.
Yeah, and we're wearing the same underwear.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's good.
But speaking of underwear, we need to get sponsored by Step One, I reckon.
Nah, see, I reckon
you're a Calvin Klein guy, aren't you? Yeah. You're the old.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Not white though. I can't do the white ones.
You got to do Step Ones, man. Bamboo underwear, man. You think I've already be sponsored by them? Yeah. Shout out to Step Ones. See if we can sponsor us, mate. Check see if you can convert the Calvin Klein guy. Lycra panels to stop chafing on the inside, mate. You can't
I don't get that though,
mate. That's what you want.
I just don't understand the steps. Why is the step?
Step 1's put them on. Step 2 is like enjoy life.
Okay, interesting.
There's no step 2. That's it. So it's just step 1's put them on.
I do like less steps.
Yeah, exactly.
It just confuses things.
Make it easy. You know.
That's it. So
well, speaking of easy.
I'll say not speaking of easy. My training session on Saturday.
Oh yeah, how'd you go, man?
Well, look,
Big Stu rocking out.
I consider myself to be fit. A little bit
of running. You're not bad, mate. You're in good shape.
Yeah, getting out there,
yeah,
doing what I need to do. But I tell you what, the first thing, the fitness was a bit lacking to what you put us through.
Yeah.
But one thing that I really found hard was just the simple techniques.
Yeah.
The very simple things that you would do every Tuesday, every Thursday when you warm up. You don't need to think about it. You know, that step forward, dive forward, go to the ball. Yeah. It's amazing how...
That's something I struggle with as well, like the diving forward. I used to do it a lot where because I'm a smaller goalkeeper, I try to dive sideways, so I feel like I've got a bit more reaction time.
Yeah.
But you always need to step forward into your saves and attack the ball. And,
kind of gives that drive, and also if you need to, you pushing it.
It keeps your body weight forward, because if you don't have your weight forward, that's when you open yourself to them saves where you get your hand on it, but you don't keep it out. And they're the most frustrating things as a keeper. That is the worst thing, if you get a palm or a finger on a save and it still stays out.
Or a chip.
Or a chip done. Or a meg.
I think a meg goal is probably not too bad, I guess. But a chip, for me, for being 6'4", 6'5", to get chipped is pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, it's not embarrassing for me. They just have to chip it about 4 feet.
That's when you're in the goal line.
Yeah, it's not a chip. It's just a pass, halfway pass.
Well, now that we're both training, so obviously the government have lifted the ban.
Yeah,
so now it's 10 people.
Yeah, so a lot of clubs are still waiting for council approval, I think it is at the moment, before they get back up running. So I've been training, solo and with you, and we are waiting for that official go ahead with where we can get back to training. Yeah. Obviously, with the restrictions that Football West have released. What did they release? Let's see if we can have a look.
Yeah, put it up on you.
Yeah, let's see if we can actually have a look here, because I have no idea what they've actually said here. So let's just...
Well, it's obviously different for us, isn't it? Because, it's kind of the same with it is the same because we're all part of the same thing. But just with that, it's a lot easier for us to train with one or with a group because we are separated.
Yeah.
So...
I'm just pulling up their website now to see what they've actually... see if I can pull up the statement.
Well, it's obviously the basic things. So, limit of people, the 1.5 metre distance.
Yeah.
Which is important. One thing that really stood out for me while you're sorting that out.
Yeah, I'm trying to find this. It's
the non-sharing of equipment.
Yeah, I did read about that. I'm just trying to find the restrictions. I can't even find them on their website.
If you jump on the Facebook page,
let's drop on Facebook.
Yeah, but yeah, it's so. For me, I guess the biggest thing when I look at that, I'd think of bibs.
Yeah, that's a bit annoying. Yeah. So you just have to have your own bib. But bibs are always the worst thing, aren't they? Oh. They are the worst thing.
I think the best thing about bibs though is, you finish your training session and there's always that one guy that almost walks to his car with the bib on, and then the coach shouts out, "Oi, your bib!" And everyone's like, "Hey!"
Classic bib wanker.
Yeah, gotta glove them. If you go on the photos,
let's go
on the left hand side there.
Photos, and let's have a look.
And
so find that blue one
there. Keep going. To the right hand there.
There we go.
The yellow one.
All
yellow.
So we can see all the people watching. So if you can't actually see our podcast, go over to YouTube. We are available on lots of different platforms. Yeah. Obviously, we are an Anchor podcast, but available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or realistically, or even Spotify as well.
Oh, you
Spotify
look out.
and or wherever else you get your podcast, guys. So
if you don't really want to look at us, you can just close your eyes and watch YouTube channel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I know that's some people can do that, so that's fine. So they have released a little bit of a photo here that I'm just pulling up on my screen. I've got on my screen now.
Yep.
So it says, ease our way back into football the right way. Limit people to non-work indoor and outdoor gatherings is 10 people. Yeah, we only need that 10 people. 1.5 meters away from each other. So you're turning a contact sport into a non-contact sport. Okay. Yeah, we're doing our bit. So non-contact activities only. So running, fitness activities, dribbling. So basically, it's kind of like a pre-season by the sounds of it. So it's almost like we're doing pre-season again, isn't it?
Yeah, one thing I like here, juggling and other ball skills, tricks like round the world. It'll probably take me like 3 weeks to try and do it around the world. That's one thing I can.
So
I'm not a tricky player.
Around the world,
I love to do it.
That's not the one over your head. That's the one where you flick it up and then you put your foot around the ball. Yeah, around the ball. Yeah.
And you get some guys.
I could never do that, man. Some people are really good at it. You can see some like awesome videos on YouTube stuff. Like people are just amazing at it.
I've only got one trick when it comes to juggling. It's when I put my foot on the side and let it hit the side of my boot and it comes up and that's it.
And you're like, sweet.
Yeah.
Swag.
When we do our training again, we'll have to try and practice a bit around the world. Who can nail it first?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll watch all the listeners see. They can see how bad we are.
Oh yeah.
So the number 4 they've put here is no sharing of equipment. So there must be sufficient equipment available to ensure that there is no sharing. All players should have their own training bibs and wash it after every session.
Yeah,
that was always the crappiest job, washing the bibs or washing the kit, isn't it? That was always the
well, so that's why you always my technique with the washing the kits was, being goalkeeper number 1, do it first. Be the first one to wash the kit because it's not as wet. It might be a little bit sweaty, but it's not as dirty because it's a pre-season game or something like that. Just get the first one off the bat, get it done,
and then you're the first person on the list, so you'll be like,
so you get like 20
odd washes.
That's it
for your next one. And so it says stay up to date as well, abide by the health advice, official information, COVID-19, blah 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 blah, and check with your association or club. So look, it's great news. It's the annoying bit is that it's so close. That's
it. And also too, there's a lot of how some clubs might interpret it differently to what others. Also, players and coaches might interpret it different.
Yeah.
I do know that the government and all that are meeting on tomorrow, I think it is, to discuss some things.
Yeah.
But I think one of the biggest things is actually the council. And
yeah, for sure.
Because you don't want to go train and get the club fined or yourself get fined.
No, of course, especially because a lot of clubs are struggling financially at the moment because they don't have all that income coming from. Like, and that's the weird thing as well. Like, even if football does go ahead, are the bars going to be still closed? Because I know a lot of clubs, the main source of their income is through their bars.
Well, if
they can't, open up their bar.
Yeah.
They're not going to make a lot of money, and that's not great for the club. So
and also too, what about the stadiums? Entrance fee.
Yeah.
Is it 1 seat gap between when you come watch, or what's the?
Yeah, it's going to be quite interesting. So they obviously there's a lot of work to be done before we do get back to the football because there's a lot of little things like these to confine. But it is good that we are getting
closer,
and we're getting to that right spot.
And shout out to all the coaches, treasurers, presidents, vice presidents, especially the juniors too.
There's a lot of work going on behind the scenes at the moment, so definitely appreciate all the people that are putting in their own time to get football back. And I know that it's what everybody wants. It's in the best interest of everybody, but it's also within everybody's best interest to make sure we're doing it the right way and not rush into it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's gonna, we might take a step backwards with this COVID stuff. But as far as that goes, we're doing quite well. It seems like, I think it's like 8 days. 8 days without a confirmed case in WA. So that's amazing. So just proves that we have done the right thing, and we didn't need to go into a full lockdown. We kind of
It's good.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I think Northern Territory and South Australia, another one that's done quite well.
Yeah.
So I've just got a bit of info here. The Northern Territory.
Yeah.
What they're up to. Their stage 2 was on the 15th of May. Their stage 3.
Yeah.
Which is very important. All sports and competitions are open. Bars and nightclubs, yoo-hoo. Tattoo parlours. I'd be itching for one of them.
Oh, dude, don't even start me on tattoos.
The adult entertainment, laser and cosmetic surgery, and the cinemas.
Cinemas, mate, they're going to be... They would have took a massive hit.
Oh, big time.
Through this COVID stuff, so... Yeah.
Here's a question for you, Tommy. Very unrelated to football. Are you a bring your own food to the cinemas, or are you buy it there?
To be honest,
you have to be honest.
To be honest, right? Once upon a time, I was the bring your own guy.
Ooh.
All right. Once upon a time. It wasn't until I watched a YouTube video on basically on cinemas and how they actually run, and it was a really informative video, and it basically explained why cinemas prices for their food bar are so high, and basically it just went into the detail of the fact that they make little money off movies when they first come out, and it was going through so basically the biggest part of their revenue for a movie within the first 3 months or something like that was through the food bar. And I was like, oh, okay, so that explained a little bit as to why things cost so much. But I'm still attribute to a little bit of a cheeky Malteser packet in the wife's bag when we go watch a movie. But I do always buy a huge one of them big frozen Fantas, because I do love a good frozen Fanta.
With those Maltesers, mate, buy yourself a big thing of popcorn and put the Maltesers in the popcorn.
Oh, that sounds naughty.
Yeah. See, it's very naughty. I'm a big fan of the large popcorn. I'll get the biggest popcorn I can, and I think 20 minutes before the movie's finished, I'll be finished the popcorn. And if I don't finish it, I'll take it home and eat the next day.
It is the worst thing when you've finished your food before the movie started. It's the worst thing, because then you're just sitting there like you've got nothing to munch on when the movie's there. I've had that problem a few times, and I think I made the mistake of buying like a small frozen Fanta or something instead of a large one, and I finished it before the movie started, and I just I was silently raging in the corner. But
speaking of those movies, I think they've took a big hit, not only for the cinemas but also releasing movies.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So there's a lot of movies that are on hold at the moment.
Yeah, no, it's like a lot of industries have taken a hit due to this COVID stuff, but look, it will recover, and things are looking up. So that's the good thing.
Yeah. Well, speaking of companies and businesses and places that have been affected, the Premier League. Did you hear what happened or what they were saying?
I need to see if I can find this article. I don't know, but
I can't remember who said it.
All I remember is there was something about Premier League being moved to WA, and I just had a massive lol moment and went, "What the hell are these guys talking about?"
It'd be incredible. It'd be awesome.
It would be amazing, but it's so unrealistic.
But then you're not going to have the crowds because we can't go.
But you look at the A-League crowds, man. Well,
we can't have crowds because we're not allowed to be there.
Exactly. So it's like only like 10 people at the moment. But even then, it's like, we still have 1.5 meters in between, 20,000 people. That might be. It's. But then, so let's see if I can. What's this like? So let's go Premier League
to Perth.
Yeah. Premier League to WA, and let's see if anything pops up because it's Perth suggested as EPL base. Let's.
But the thing with that though, you're not only just bringing 11 players, you're bringing in coaching staff, training staff, possibly a dietitians, physios, all that. There's probably about an entourage of 100 plus people. Look when United or Chelsea came over here, how many people they had.
Yeah, it's insane. So what's been said here? So I'm looking at the Sydney The Sydney Morning Herald.
Yeah.
West Australian Premier Mark McGowan has poured cold water on a suggestion from
right,
Perth-based soccer agent that the English Premier League could establish a hub in WA and play out its season in Perth. It's crazy.
But how's that though? But then if they want to get the AFL back together, West Coast and Freo possibly might have to move.
Well, back to Subiaco.
No, but I mean they have to move back to like Melbourne or over east or something like that.
That's weird.
It is a weird sport.
Look, I haven't been formally contacted by the English Premier League, and they haven't contacted my office. And we have heard, and we do have hard international borders.
Well, that's it because it's all closed, isn't it? Yeah.
Like it's.
Oh well.
It's really weird. Britain has very, very high rates of COVID, and they have a lot of people. They have had a lot of people die. You don't necessarily want these risks. As I said,
they're quite high at the moment.
Well, they're still in full lockdown. You know, like, but if you think about it as to the UK's, like the UK's stance on COVID, and you think about the population side of things, like compared WA to like the United Kingdom, for example, WA is like 6-7 times the size of the UK, but we also have probably like, I'd say maybe like 10% of the population as to the UK, because UK is heavily populated. So
we're not as congested, I guess. You know, we are the most one of the most isolated cities.
Yeah.
Old mate Aussie there.
Oh, gotta love Matty Ryan just popping up over here.
Little pop-up rocket.
No, but a critical point in the season, playing matches in neutral venues has, in our view, potential to have a material effect on the integrity of the competition. Look, I think it's all hearsay. They're saying, they're not reliable sources at all. And he's basically come out and said they haven't contacted him. He hasn't contacted them. So it's all just. Yeah, it's all crap, really.
Well, being the limited sports news I got at the moment, I think it's jumping on anything.
I think it's just a headline to get people looking at something. But yeah, not realistic. It's not going to happen. Well, you know, in somebody's dreams, or if you believe in alternate universes, you know, there might be a
bit of Marvel reference there.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so if you're a Marvel fan, you know,
Wolverine's not dead.
Yeah. But no, like it's one of them things. It's like because you want it to happen, it kind of just overshadows the realistic point of it, and you're like, this would be awesome, and it just gets. I think it's a headline to get people talking. That's what it is. Yeah, and I think it's done its purpose because we're talking about it. So it's done really well.
That's the media, isn't they? Just put anything on there just to make us talk about it and think about it. But for me, it's teasing. I just want the Premier League to be back on.
Yeah, I don't care where it is as long as I can watch it.
I just want to watch the football.
Is it Optus Sports on?
Yeah, well, when they're talking about, I don't know if it was Optus Sport, but the Premier League were talking about putting it for free to wear. So it'd be interesting to see how we go in Australia if it would be on. It would obviously be on Sky Sports, but how are we going to get free Optus?
Yeah, I don't know because I don't think Optus are gonna, because that's a huge contract.
Well, aren't the A-League going through something at the moment too? Aren't they?
Yeah, A-League. Well, Foxtel rights for A-League, and you know, like these contracts and these ties that like big companies like Sky and Foxtel, same company. You know, once they have their claws into something like that, you know, they're not going to let it go. They've paid a lot of money. You know, we're talking millions of dollars to be able to publish these games and to be able to broadcast them on their network, so they get people to subscribe and people to pay for their, you know, because that's what, you know, I think that's what I ended up paying Foxtel for, was just to watch A-League. You know, like, and I think a lot of people were in the same boat. But yeah, it is one of them things that you'd like it to be free to view, but chances of it happening is very little.
I think you should have just jumped on KO, mate.
Yeah.
That's not a bad little app, that is, in all the sports. Obviously not very many sports at the moment. I think the latest one that'll be coming up is
is it rugby league or something in 2-3 weeks' time? I think the boys were saying at work.
I don't know. I don't follow rugby. The egg chasing too much, mate.
I just want to see sport.
Yeah, I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
If it's big apes freaking tackling each other, we don't care.
Just contact.
Yeah, as long as it's contact.
Yeah,
there's people hugging each other. That's what I want to see. If you want to see that, I can show you a couple of websites.
That's not me, I promise.
No, that's good, man. Loves it.
Well, speaking of videos, and you are going to show me a video.
Yeah, like I think this. I did watch a video the other day that was quite good. Because I was just looking at drills to do, just getting ideas, trying to think of things to do. Just different things, and I actually found a video. So I can find it again.
Yeah. And to the viewers, I think they were probably thinking, "Oh no, what's going to happen here?"
Yeah.
Talking football.
Yeah. Let's rewind the tape a little bit. So
jump on the old YouTube.
Let's go. What should I do? Goalkeeper. Let's go goalkeeper training. I think it was England session. So let's go England.
Oh yeah, I think I might have seen this
England
before. Well, I know they've done a few.
This is the one. So it's with Joe Hart in it. So it's a little bit of an old one. I think it's a couple of years back. Yeah. Joe Hart, Jordan Pickford, Fraser Foster, and
Foster.
Jack Butland. Fraser Foster, huge unit. Absolutely huge unit. Absolutely hate him because he plays for Celtic. But as a goalkeeper, I have to respect him, man. To be honest, I've never seen a goalkeeper like Fraser Foster that I've looked at, and when a penalty is when a striker is going up to take a penalty, and I see Fraser Foster in goals, I put my money on Fraser Foster. Literally, I don't think there's any other goalkeeper I've ever noticed that I would definitely do that for. But I'm telling you, every time I see this guy and he has a penalty, he saves it. I just don't know what it is. Just because he's so huge, he just covers the guy. I don't know.
It's funny though. You look at those 4 keepers, and
they're just amazing.
How different.
Yeah, they're different. They're very different types of keepers. Like a Foster to a Pickford, completely different body shapes.
With Hart
and Joe Hart,
throwing him in there.
Yeah, I feel bad to what happened to him at Man City, and I don't necessarily agree with Pep's statements on he wasn't good enough with his feet. To me, that's
is Hart playing? Is he Burnley now?
I don't know. I actually don't know where he's playing.
Have to look that up.
Yeah, we've got Google here, mate. We can find it. But let's pop this video on.
Okay. Gotta love ads on YouTube.
Wix.
And another one.
Yeah. Somebody loves. Well, this video's got 4 million views on it, so there's definitely a few people that have been watching it. But let's put this on full screen. Let's have a bit of a watch.
You gotta love that bit when all your keepers are ready to rock out, and
oh yeah, for sure.
A bit of a training session.
Yeah, and
there's that technique we were talking about.
Yeah, Joe Hart, man, he's an absolute bomb, man. Jordan Pickford.
So just with the viewers out there, they were pretty much the goalkeeper coaches and the coaching staff talk about the upcoming game, do their research on the strikers and who they're playing, and adjust a training session to. I think
when you get to that level, though, you can do that. You can research the team, research the strikers, research what foot they kick with, if they're good with both feet.
Yeah.
Just Joe Hart doing the old Nadal and picking his ass.
Yeah. Well, what's good on the Vapors? Both Vapors? Gloves
everyone's wearing Nike, mate.
Yeah. I love that noise.
Yeah, the clean hands. Dude, even when you just watch them kicking it, these boys are not kicking it. They're not kicking it softly. They're kicking through that ball.
I think, is Foster, what's he? No, he's not wearing Nike, is he?
Nah, he usually wears one glove or something like that.
He's sponsored by it because he's got matching boots and gloves.
Actually, he might be. Actually, he wears New Balance at the moment, so he might be wearing New Balance gloves. But
I think I've actually worn a pair of Vapor Grip gloves before.
What did you think?
They were, I think they were the SGT Premier ones. I think they were.
Oh, good save.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
Like grip wise, they weren't too bad. I think they were the green Green, white, and black. I think this is going back though. Seconds.
Loves it. I love the way that the goalkeeper coach kind of just literally tosses the ball up and just absolutely bombs it at these keepers.
Finish.
He's literally at the penalty spot, just dropping the ball and absolutely blasting it at these keepers. And they're catching it cleanly. It's insane.
I love the bit of banter, the seconds.
Foot save.
Everyone loves a foot save.
I'm a big fan of Joe Hart. I reckon we should try contact him.
Why not?
Mate, let's see if we can contact him.
Stranger things have happened. They made 4 episodes.
There we go, yeah.
And 4 seasons. Hey.
There we go. So yeah, I'll see if I can get into contact with Joe Hart and see if we can get him on the show.
While you're there, might as well see if you can get De Gea as well.
Yeah, mate, I'll send, but it'd be interesting to see what his
What? See what Vuka's up to.
Oh, that shit, maybe. What a save.
Big.
Do love an all black glove.
I do, yeah.
I do love an all black glove. It tends to. Yes.
That was almost in the baby maker.
Yeah. I love the funny of the English accents.
Jack
Portland. So like a drop kick. It pounces on it.
Look how far he dived. Like
just the pounce, man.
Yeah.
The pounce. It looks like he's putting no effort into it, and he's getting like this absolute pounce.
You got to think, how long is that training in the gym? Because there's obviously a lot of power in the glutes and the hammies and the quads. Ooh.
Oh yeah, these guys.
So no, they're Under Armour. His boots are Under Armour.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
What a save!
That was like your save in the one of our first episodes. Yeah,
mate, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Off both posts.
I love the banter they're giving each other.
Yeah, that's the good thing that I really.
He's whipped that. Good save. That's
Fraser
naughty.
Foster out the top bins.
He can.
Do you know what the one thing that I really love about, like in particular, goalkeeper coaches? One thing that I really love is the way that they talk, and some goalkeeper coaches that you've had, like they don't talk too much, and they kind of just set up a drill. Well, this is, I love it when they're like yelling and they're talking through the drills and like, can you get it? Oh, beautiful save. When they're really into it, and I think I love it. That's yeah. And you
I must say, I had a goalkeeper coach down at Ashfield, and he was exactly like that, just talking.
That's
I think
what you
we've
want.
all had also Stu.
Yeah.
We've had heaps of goalkeepers.
He's nearly clogged.
Almost. Did he get him? No, I got him in the peas and carrots.
Loves it. Fraser's down.
I think too, like especially when you're about the talking and encouragement, it also helps when you go with the goalkeepers as well.
I just get like a little high from it. I do. I get a little high from it.
Just that little bit of cheeky banter.
What a
great
save! Overhand. That's a good thing to talk about as well. We're going to have to talk about overhand, underhand saves as to which hand's the proper hand to use.
Well, that's a touchy subject.
That's a topic all in itself, mate. But I actually love this video. Like, what a save! What a save! You love them fingertip saves, just like when you hear that little nick, and he's covered that well. He's done him.
Behave, son. Behave.
He's absolutely done him in
that's
the top bits.
That's a bit of a Stevie one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a Steve
There
Perry.
we go. There's those cones you were talking about before.
Yeah, he goes even bigger, man.
Yeah.
Like he literally... I've seen some... I'm not sure if it's this session or if it's another video where the cones that he has are not like that. They're like literally like witches' hats.
Yeah.
And he's almost a half volley. Oh, no, a side volley, sorry.
Yeah.
And he's kicking them at that height. It's awesome.
We'll have to see if we can get some for our next video. Go
top bins. Top bins.
We'll have to go...
He's dove on the ball. Oh, no. Ouch.
Only you, Pips.
Yeah, I love it. The goalkeeper coach is like, mate, I don't care. Finish the set. And then Fraser Foster puts it in the bottom bins.
I'll have to go check out Onside Sports.
Yeah.
And go down and have a chat to Caesar and see if he's got those cones.
Just should be able to just find some witches' hats
What do you
somewhere,
think of
mate.
his tattoo?
Which ones?
The one on his hand. It's just this all black.
Is that a tattoo?
Yeah, pretty sure.
I thought that was like a.
Oh,
what a
that
save!
sounded good too.
I wasn't sure if that was a tattoo or if that was.
I'm pretty sure it's a tattoo. Yeah.
I didn't even know Joe Hart had a tattoo. Oh, what a save!
Don't you know? The more tattoos you got, the harder of a goalkeeper.
Yeah, that's true. That's why Edison's got one on his neck.
Yeah.
Just so he can. No, I love Joe Hart, man.
That was a good video.
That was great, man. Like it's
also.
I think this is the one.
You can see the cones from here.
Yeah. But no, that's the video. But that's all right. That's for another time. But yeah, I didn't know Joe Hart had a tattoo. But yeah, I'm usually the guy type of goalkeeper that, you know, I do have like sleeves, but I tend to wear a compression shirt to cover them, which is weird for, like, most people consider weird. They're like, why are you wearing a compression shirt? Like, show off your tats. And I'm like, how about no?
If you speak to your tattoo artist, he'd probably want you to cover him. So
take him away from the sun.
So you don't want to.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. But then, like, it depends on what kind of, you know, I guess what kind of way you want to look at it, as opposed to, you know, if you want to look at it the way that, you want to protect them, or if you want to get them for you, or if you want to get them and show them off to everyone. That's like depends on.
I'll get the cheeky monk one with
the monk.
Another reference to that. But no, Tommy, look, that was a great video.
Absolutely.
It's also good to see at that elite level.
Yeah,
the training structure and what they do,
and the intensity. That's the thing that I stress on the most, is the intensity of training. It doesn't have to be the most elaborate. So they're not like elaborate drills. No, then all right, but you do see the elite level of the intensity that they're doing it. Yeah, the word for it would be just can't even think of the word for it, but the speed in which they're kicking the ball. Yeah, like, you know, like that power behind the ball, as everything's just amplified that little bit more at that professional level. Behind the ball. Oomph. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. The oomph. Yeah, let's get all professional, and let's really talk about that. So that's the oomph.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's take a bit of a break.
Yeah, let's we're going to take a quick break, refresh our drinks, go to the toilet, and then we'll be back with you very shortly, guys. Welcome back, everyone, from our short little break, and we are back again talking about the thing that we love the most, which is goalkeeping.
I was going to say Nando's. Damn, yes, goalkeeping.
Missing Nando's plug there.
Yeah, again.
Definitely we need to get some Nando's. See if we can get Nando's as a sponsor. How awesome would that be?
That would be very good.
Just chewing down on Nando's, talking about goalkeeping,
and peri peri. The sweet goodness of peri peri.
It's awesome, man. So what we wanted to talk about is favourite drills. So, like, what would be your favourite drill, Yatesy? What would you think what pops to your mind when I say favourite drill?
It's hard. There's so many. Obviously, Nando's is going through my mind at the moment because we talked about that. But
just thinking about peri chicken.
Favourite drill.
Got my mouth watering.
Tenderloins and breasts. Favourite drill. There's a couple, because anything revolving shot stopping is a great drill for a goalkeeper.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
There's two, and
two's your favourite.
There's two I've got, and one of them is the goalkeeper wars. So goalkeeper battles, 1v1 goalkeeper shooting inside that 6-yard box.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's kind of like
like the battle that.
Is that the one where you like somebody feeds it in and you punch it?
No, that's the second favourite drill.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, and there's a few cheeky mentions in there. Old Bulldog with the... we actually did it at Curtin one night. So, Mike, you'll probably remember this one. I mentioned that was good. Know the drill. And it was like it was obviously a shooting drill. Yeah. But there was 5 stations.
Okay, yeah.
And we ran through that, and that was great. But with the goalkeeper battle, or the goalkeeper wars, 1v1, roughly 6-yard box, first to 3 normally you do. So it works on obviously your reactions, your technique, where you're standing, but then it kind of does give that bit of game tempo bit to it, because you do have that competitiveness,
Yeah.
trying to shoot, and then you're going to make that save, and you got to get going again.
Yeah, I love that. I'm always a big fan of intensity in any sort of goalkeeper training. Like I do it, and it's probably what's stood me good stead with regards to my career so far, is that I do love the intensity of it all, and everything I do it 100%. And it's even just the small things of just like getting up quickly, recovering well, like the little things that people might not necessarily do, but I think it's all part of goalkeeper training. But yeah, I do like them particular drills where it's good, and also give a bit of competitiveness is quite good, I think. It's I always love the banter as well. You always get some good banter.
With those two drills, they are very heavily focused on just training goalkeepers.
Yeah.
With the last one, with the shooting drill, with Know Your Drill, also another drill, my old coach Elvis would call the Ajax drill.
Ajax, yeah.
Everyone knows the Ajax drill.
Ajax.
Ajax, great training product. But that's great drill, not only for the outfield players, also for the goalkeepers. And then again, that's when your banter comes in against your strikers, and I'm gonna save this one, and when you make a save, you're like, go on, get out, and all that type of stuff, which is good. So Tommy, what about your favourite drill?
Look, there is a few that really do pop to mind, but the one that really sticks with me, it's got a few different names, but I mainly call it the pyramid.
Oh yeah, when you go to the first.
I think we did it in our very first training video, and it basically, for those of you that are listening at home, so what it is it's 5 cones. So you've basically got you stand in the center of the goals. You've got a cone about a meter to your left, meter to your right, and then you've got another set of cones there, and then you've got one in the center. And basically, your feeder or your coach or wherever, they tell you which cone to run to. So you've got to run to that cone, hop back into the center, set, and then make the save. And I think the reason that one would have to be one of my favorite is because it's very high intensity. And it was also just one of the first drills that really stuck with me as a goalkeeper. And I think just for some reason it was just one of them drills that got stuck with me, and I really loved it.
I remember the first time I did that drill.
Yeah.
I understood what to do, but the one part I was missing was actually going back to the goal line.
Yeah.
Because I think you'd run out, touch the cone, then come back. But the idea is you run out, touch the cone, that's where the shot's going to be. So you got to get set where you stand, so getting the best possible position for that shot.
Yeah. So there's a couple of different variations on it, but basically what we did was you'd run out, you'd touch the cone, and then instead of coming back to your line, you literally just go sideways so you're in that center, because it's more realistic for a game, because you're not going to retract backwards unless there's certain circumstances that provide you to do that. But most of the time, if there's somebody's going to have a shot at you, you're not going to step backwards.
Yeah, that's it.
The only time I would probably say to step backwards would probably be a header or something like that. So
or if you're getting chipped.
Or just a ball that's getting crossed in, and you're trying to create space in between the guy that's headering it and you, so that you've got more reaction time to make that save. That's the only time I'd probably say retracting as a goalkeeper.
What about that last cone, top of the pyramid? Is that the one we touch the cone and jog or run backwards and they throw the ball over your head?
There's always So there's always different ways in which I've done it as for different goalkeeper coaches. Sometimes you touch and you would just set there and then react. Or sometimes you would touch, set, and then they would lob you, and then you would have to do that tracking back and the push over the bar, fingertip save, which is always good fun.
Not when you fall on your elbow or your shoulders.
Like the life of the goalkeeper, isn't it? But I've definitely, you've probably done it as well. Where you land funky on your shoulder or your arm, and it's very difficult. As a goalkeeper to try and prevent them injuries, because you just get so caught up in the moment, don't you?
Well, I actually did that on Saturday. Too busy focusing on the technique of diving. I got caught up and actually landed on my elbow and push the shoulder up. So everything's okay, but it's just that kind of, it's
a bit jerky.
That's a bit tender.
Yeah, no. Oh, shit.
Look out.
No.
So then the next one.
Worst drill.
Worst drill.
It's a hard one.
You can't say...
it's a hard one because...
Call the...
You know...
What's that run you got to do? The...
What?
Beep test. You can't say beep test.
Beep test. That's no. So we're talking worst...
goalkeeper shooting squad drill.
Yeah, it's hard because it's like... I enjoy... all goalkeeper training, you know, like to some extent. Obviously, some bits you enjoy more than others. But I do love, like, we both love goalkeeper training. It's why we do what we do. But if I were to say worst goalkeeper drill for me, when I think worst, I'm thinking one that works me too hard.
So that's the one we're gonna have to do next video.
Yeah, so it almost like it works you too hard to the point of that you want to puke, or you feel like you're gonna puke. That's, to me, that's what pops to my mind. And there's a few drills that pop into my head with regards to that, but there's one in particular. I'll probably say recently in my video with Ben and Steve. There's a drill in that absolutely destroys me, and it's basically, I think it's 3 saves and a run. So basically, you make from the beginning, you make a bottom a low save to your right, a high save to your left, and then the last one they actually roll it out, and you've got to sprint that last ball and smother it.
Oh yeah.
So it's, you know, you're diving, quick recovery, and you're sprinting over to your left to make that top bin save. And then you've made the save, and then you've got to get quickly back up again, and then you're sprinting back in the other direction, and then you're smothering a ball. And you do this repetitively. You do this, 2 or 3 times, and you are gassed. And it's look, I love the drill. I love the drill, and I absolutely love doing it. And I think we'll have to do a video of these drills, and we'll talk them through.
Well, hopefully we can get Ben and Steve on the and we'll do a video with them.
Maybe even get 4 of us together, and we'll get Steve.
That's naughty.
Yeah, and we'll get Steve to run us through that drill, because I think Steve likes that drill too. So,
well, the good thing about that drill is it's realistic, because there are going to be times where you are going to have to make 3 or 4 saves in a row. Yeah,
and different parts of your goal. So for me, I would say that's a worse drill. I would more or less rephrase that to the drill that
hardest drill.
Yeah, I would say hardest drill, not worst drill, because I love it. I would do that drill every goalkeeper session if I could. Like that is an awesome drill. But hardest drill, because you're making big saves that require a lot of effort, a lot of stretch, and a lot of energy. And then you're doing it repetitively at a high intensity. That's pre-season goalkeeper training. Yeah, it's awesome.
Since when we talked about this, almost hit my mic, with the worst drill, obviously you can take it different ways. So like you said, it's more like harder.
Yeah, I think what we'd have to say is hardest drill, because I wouldn't say worst drill, because there's no worst. Like, to me, worst drill instantly goes to running. When I think about any sort of football drill, it's to do with some sort of shuttle run or some sort of sprinting that is just like,
there's a new beep. It's not a beep test. It's called like a yo-yo test.
Yo-yo test. Yeah. So it's similar to the beep test, except you get a rest. Yeah. So it's like you go there and back.
You've got that
before the beep, and then you've got like a 5 or 10 second rest.
Yeah, I don't know how far the cones. Maybe it's 1.5. Maybe it's coronavirus approved. I don't know.
Nah, I think it's like a 10 meter gap or something like that, and it's not 10 or 15 meters.
The run, and then you got to run back, and then you've
got a 10 second interval to catch your breath, and then you go again, and then the interval stays the same, as in, so you still get 10 seconds break, but the beep gets quicker, so that you have to run quicker to there and back.
It's a funny drill, and when you first do it, it gets a bit confusing.
Yeah, I was confused. I was confused when it was explained to me, because I was like, "Are we doing the beep test?" She's like, "Yeah, we're doing the beep test, but it's not the beep test." I'm like, what? It was so confusing. But I did it Cam Scott at pre-season.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I did that, and
done a pre-season there with them. Yeah.
Yeah, so
we did it at Curtin.
Yeah.
I can't remember that there was 2 lads left. When we first did it at the start of pre-season, then we did it again.
Yeah. It's not fun.
No, it's not fun.
No.
But the thing is, goalkeepers, you don't want to be the first goalkeeper out. And I think for the both of them, I was the last goalkeeper out.
Yeah.
So there's no disrespect to Connor or Rob.
I was the first goalkeeper out there, man. I was not ashamed to be the first goalkeeper out because I knew I wasn't in the greatest shape and like
what I can't remember because there was 2 other lads. I said they did the first and the second time, and I can't remember their score, and I wish I did because it was incredible what they did. I'm pretty sure it was in the 20s.
Yeah,
like it was just
you get some.
You
know, you've always got them 1 or 2, like 2-3 players
just
that you just look at and you go,
skin and bone run for days.
You're just built for running.
I'll have a chat. I'll message him later on, and I'll find out what the actual score was.
Yeah,
and I have to bring it up because it was a great achievement.
It was the same at so when I was at school, we did as part like you found out in our first podcast. I did the special tennis program at Applecross.
Sorry.
And as part of that, we had to do 4 beep tests a year. So we did a beep test essentially every quarter or every term, I think it was, because you have 4 terms.
4 terms, yeah.
Yeah, so a beep test every term. And we just had some guys in the program that could just run and run. Like, I was happy getting, year 10s, year 11s in beep tests. And I was pretty happy with that. I thought that was a good attempt by me. But then, you had these other guys getting into their bloody 14s, 15s. And I'm going, how the hell are you guys doing that? And I just realised that at a later date, it's just in their genes.
Yeah. What's because I know the fireys and the police force, they've got to meet a quota on their beep test.
And it's different for age.
10, I think it is. No, I'm pretty sure it's almost across the board.
I think it's different for males and females, and it's different for age as well. So like, if you're if you're a 20-year-old, you're not expected to get the same in the beep test as a potentially a mature age recruit, which being like maybe late 30s, 40s.
So I've got a chance.
Yes. So yeah, it's definitely different for every. I wouldn't know exactly. But definitely, when somebody said we were doing the beep tests, it was definitely, or the yo-yo test or whatever, just my guts just something sinks into the bottom of my stomach, and I go,
I look forward to it. I'd rather do the beep test than the yo-yo test.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't like that. Just that stopping, because with the yo-yo, I find like you do your run and then you're like, okay, hang on, and then you go.
Yeah, why does you feel the beep test? You got a bit more momentum.
That system just going beep, keep in time with the run.
Yeah, I can get that. Yeah, and
rhythm.
But I guess the yo-yo test is more realistic
for football. Yeah.
For football,
yeah,
because that's what football is. It's sprint, rest, sprint, rest, sprint, rest. That's exactly what football is.
It's different. Yeah, for us as goalkeepers, it's different. But I do remember doing a fitness. It wasn't really a fitness test, but more of agility. What goalkeepers do is 1951 goalkeeper coaching.
Yes.
We did.
Or KALIAAER there does a great job. So shout out to KALIAAER.
Yeah. Do your magic link.
Yeah, I can do a little magic thing for him. So it'll pop up in the corner there for 1951 goalkeeping. KALIAAER does a great job at 1951. So it's great chatting with him as well. The guy is like just the living embodiment of a goalkeeper coach, man. That guy could talk about goalkeeping forever, and the technical ability that he has and the attention to detail. That's the funny thing, is the attention to detail that this guy has.
Because he did these tests, right? And it's like you stand still and you jump like I can't remember. We did it when we were in high school, where you stand and jump forward, lunge forward, how far you go, agility and stuff, and that was good. But it's funny how what we do as goalkeepers, and we've touched on this several times, especially with our guests and you and me talking about it. It's, you can do a yo-yo test, you can be fit, but there's a different fitness to a goalkeeper to a midfielder, a defender, stuff. I've just spoke before about it.
Yeah.
But
it's we will always talk about the differences in fitness, but there are, as much as there are differences, there is also a few similarities as well.
Agreed.
So it's good to touch on them, and I think the similarity in that yo-yo test is where it does, because that interval side of it, so that sprint and the rest,
the recovery and come back. Yeah,
and I think that is similar to goalkeeping, because it's a short, sharp burst of energy, and then we rest and we recover. And fitness, it was fun. It was actually I think it was my PE teacher in high school that explained to me fitness, and he was like, fitness is not necessarily, how quick you are at doing something. Fitness is how quickly you can recover from something. So I think genes play a big part in, our body shapes and how we can be quicker than others. But there's also like a balance with training and development as a professional athlete as well. So that there is a balance there, and I think that's what you see, especially at the professional level.
You do have your two type of fitness, your anaerobic and your aerobic fitness too.
Correct. Yeah.
So
you're burning off
something.
There you go. Yeah. So you were paying attention in PE class.
Sometimes.
What's the difference between the two? They're all smart ass.
Look, well, that's a great question. I'll answer that soon, and I won't answer and I'll forget about it. You haven't asked me about my worst drawers.
Classic.
I have to look on my phone and find it up. So my worst drill, when I think of worst drills, it's one comes to mind is the drills where you're doing, like, the team's doing shooting.
Yeah.
And the drill's compact is very close. They're shooting inside the 6-yard box when they've been told to shoot in the 18.
Yeah.
And the coach will say, I want a one touch and a shot, and they'll take 15,000 touches and try and take you on one-on-one, which is good.
Yeah.
It's that thing is where in a game, realistically, as a striker, you're not going to get those 15 luxurious touches and tie your shoelaces, do your hair, give a kiss to the camera, wave to the wife and kids, and then take a shot.
Yeah.
It's unrealistic.
Yeah.
And shout outs to the strikers out there that do take it first time, might completely muff it and send it over to another suburb, but that's why you train for, because that's why we do this stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but it's like, for me, I've always enjoyed being between the sticks and just getting shots pummeled at me. Like, I've always loved it, but there is to a point where I've never been that guy that rocks, or that keeper that rocks up the training. And that just hops in the goals and just lets everyone smack balls at him. I've never been that keeper, because I do enjoy being between the sticks, but I don't like aimlessly being between the sticks. I like to have a purpose, and I like to have a drive and a direction for what I'm doing. Just aimlessly trying to stop shots, I don't believe in. I think it's not beneficial. Especially pre-training, when it happens when people just get a couple of balls and they just start smacking, and then goalkeeper goes in and tries to save it. It's like, well, no, you're cold, you could hurt yourself, it's just not doing you. It's not doing you any good getting all these balls blasted at you left, right, and center. Let's get a drill sorted. Let's get a proper setup, and then you can get some sort of rotation as well, so you're not just getting smashed, you get a bit of a rest as well, so you're not like, even if you hurt yourself or whatever, you can just hop out. But I think it's one of them things.
That's why it's good to have a goalkeeper coach or your reserves goalkeeper. The squad goes out, you do a warm-up together, stretch together, have a team chat. The team will go off and do a few drills. I myself, I like to try and do a bit of fitness drills with the lads and a few of the footwork skills, because it's keeping you to work with your feet.
I think it's just you try not to alienate yourself. You do need to separate yourself from the squad in certain areas, because we need to work on goalkeeper stuff, because we're the only guys that can pop on gloves and grab the ball with our hands. So we need to work on that. But yeah, there's a difference between working on stuff away from the group than alienating yourself.
Well, that's it. That's when it comes full circle, because you do your warm up with a keeper. Do a squad, stretch, ball work. Do a warm up with your keepers. Do a few things you want to work on.
Yeah.
And then the coach will say, okay, now we're going to end in playing from the back, or we're going to do some shooting, or have a game, and all the stuff that you've done, the goalkeeper coach has worked on to develop into the final step of the training session.
Yeah.
And that's really that's the best progression for a training session as a keeper, because you're getting everything you need in.
Yeah.
And then ending with a game, or
I'm a big believer of well-structured sessions, and I think that's what the better goalkeeper coaches do. They structure a session where it works on a particular element of goalkeeping, and it improves from there. So we're building. So there's to me, a training session needs to be like building blocks. So you kind of you start with something basic, and then you change an element, and then you change an element,
develop it,
and then you build a skill set, and then you work on it, and then you involve different drills which incorporate old things that you've just worked on. And that's what I think good goalkeepers and good goalkeeper coaches in particular, that's what they do, and that's how they get the best out of their goalkeepers. And I'm a big fan of that, and you can tell. I love it when Steve, I love it when you see he's got his little notebook and he's got his little drawings.
Yeah.
And it just shows you the dedication.
He puts a lot of time in those drawings and plans.
It shows you the dedication of him. And
to all the goalkeeper coaches out there.
And you saw when we did our session with KALIAAER and Rob. And you said I'd run the session, so I ran the session. And then I had my piece of paper and my doodles, and I made sure that it was a structured session. And if you want to view that session, just go find the session on our YouTube channel, or I'll pop it up in the corner there for you as well, so you can see it. But
I'm glad you cut out those pictures of you. First you pulled out your grocery list, and then you pulled out the Hanson. Was it Umbop, the lyrics of that, because you wanted to practice that? I'm glad you cut that out first.
Like an Eminem rap or something like that, isn't it?
So I guess quickly,
arm spaghetti. Knees weak, arm spaghetti.
This is a little bit so about drills, but do you have like a favorite game or a warm up you like to do?
It's a bit of a weird one. Like pre-game for me has always been very unusual. I've never, for some reason, I've never had a set way in which I set up for a game.
I mean more like a fun drill, I guess.
A fun drill.
Yeah. Because I can tell you right now, my favourite fun drill is getting the trampoline and bouncing the ball off. Or football tennis.
Small trampoline, and you get the small ball and you start pumping it off. Yeah.
So it's funny, you're having fun. Same with all the drills that we like, our favourite drills. You're having fun and you're working hard, and you don't realise, and have a bit of banter as well.
Yeah, I can't. To me, all the drills are fun. I can't be specific there. For me, I enjoy. We both enjoy all goalkeeper training. It's I think it's all about having fun. If you're not having fun, you're not doing it right.
And that goes from
doesn't matter what level you're playing.
Premier League, NPL, State League like us, or a tie into our next segment, or
Sunday League,
amateur Sunday League.
Yeah. So. We can react to a bunch of lots of big saves, and we can go to Premier League saves, and probably stuff that people have seen before. But what we want to do is I'll see if I can find it, but an actual amateur video of
just some great saves.
Yeah, just doesn't have to be the professionals. Let's do. Why don't we just do an amateur goalkeeper session?
Maybe a cheeky top 100.
Top 100?
For those people playing at home.
All right. So for those of you watching on YouTube, I'll show you our screen, and we'll figure out what we're doing here. So we'll just go. What we go? Best of top 100 or something like that?
Yeah,
Best of
Sunday League, like we're saying.
Top 100 amateur. That'll do.
Yeah, don't ask me how to
Okay, which one, Yatesy? Which one should we do?
Keep going down. Well, let's go that one, that 410. With the yellow striker. Yeah.
4 minutes and 10 seconds.
Yeah, 3.1 million views. So amateur football is very strong. 5 years ago too.
5 years ago. Yeah. So hopefully the picture quality is not so bad, but we'll have a look.
Awesome. Love the music track.
Oh, it's like we've already viewed it. So
what do you do? You obviously watched a bit and got distracted.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Or I clicked on the wrong thing or something.
Yeah, most likely.
All right, let's put this full screen. Let's have a bit of a look.
So you're watching
what's a free kick to start, mate?
Oh, number 10 striker. What's that? Out 20 yards. It's outside the 8-yard box.
Yeah, let's see where he puts it.
Where
do you think? Where do you think?
Well, first, I just want to pick a few things in this video. So you got your back four.
Where's the wall?
There's no wall. No need to. Amateur.
No wall.
So you got your tall ginger on the left. You got your rock in the middle.
Wait. So where we got? So we got tall ginger.
Yeah.
And we got.
You got your lanky. I don't even know what he looks like.
He's huge. He looks huge.
He's massive.
He's massive. Get him get him next to the post or something.
And then the guy in the middle there, the dark skinned guy.
Yeah.
He is an absolute monster. He's a tank. And that reminds me of one of the players at Curtin, Todd. You know who you are, aka Shearer. Just an absolute machine, mate. And that's his best position.
There we go. All right. Let's have a look at this video. So pop it up.
Oh, look at the whip on that ball. What a save.
I love how they've all celebrated like it was going in.
That was going in. Oh, here we go. He's disappointed about something.
That was some good whippage, though. It went like...
Roberto Carlos.
Yeah, man. He's hit that well. That's a great save. And the funny thing is the keeper stepped to one side.
He preempted.
And he preempted, and then he stepped the wrong way, but he's come back and he still made the save, so it's pretty good.
Nothing better than seeing a striker with their hands on the head going, how the heck did you get that?
Let's have a look what this guy's got.
Top hand. Was that off the bar?
Nah, mate, that was a top hand save.
I think
that was
that more fruity.
Yeah, I think he.
That's not.
Top pins. Oh yes, he loved that.
Gotta have a cheeky celebrate. Gets it. Yes.
Top hand. Look at that.
He's got his shirt off. Oh, unlucky.
I love the top hands. The top hand for me.
Oh, get rid of that. Yes.
Oh, the music.
Nice.
Loves it.
Yes. This guy's just putting them top bins. Here we go. What's going on here?
Oh, that's a great save.
Bad.
Look at that. Oh,
yes.
Oh, yes.
The fly squatter.
Oh, let's watch this one again.
Yeah, that's a good save. Mate. I'll watch that again.
I love it. I love how they've celebrated that. That's brilliant. Oh, that's a major step off the line.
Very well. Toe poke over the bar. Good fancy footwork there.
Oh, wow.
Not bad. Good save. Yes.
That just floated, didn't it?
Yeah. Here we go. Good
for wow.
Around the world. That was a double around the world. Yes. Yeah.
Underhand save that time.
Yeah.
Two hands. Underhand. Overhand. Yes. Loves an overhand.
The old step over.
Foot save.
Yeah.
And a hand save. Look at that. Both.
Yes.
Off the bar.
Nice.
That's a good save. There you go. Underhand there as well.
Yes.
What a save.
Yes.
That was a KALIAAER ball, that was as well.
Aeroplane.
1v1. Great one-on-one. Great one-on-one. That's brilliant. What a save.
Yes.
Underhand as well, that's good. Overhand, there you go.
The reaction.
Yeah. Loves it.
And the sandpit in the middle.
Yes. What? These are some brilliant saves, by the way.
For amateur football, some great strikes too. You got to give credit. That's a great
clean
save.
hands. I just need a pause. I need to see that one again. Clean hands.
That was almost top bins. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, stop there.
Let's go here.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
This one right here. Like he's hit that top bin, nearly top bins. And he's pounced on it.
So obviously they've been training for a while. You can see different balls around.
Yeah.
There's another striker on the right-hand side of the screen.
Yeah, over here.
Yeah.
But
go.
yeah, let's watch this one again. Look at that.
That's full stretch too.
Loves it.
That's good.
That should have been worth a slow-mo. Mind you, all these saves are worth slow-mos.
Definitely. That doesn't look amateurs. That looks...
Yeah. Oh, what a save.
Good shot too.
Oh, dude. What a save.
I like it.
2 hands. I love it when they can get both hands to it.
Oh, definitely.
Like that. Oh, mate. That was a good slow-mo. I love the clean hands.
Oh,
if we can get clean hands, that's awesome.
Oh, nice. Penalty save. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Going for a double. Yes. And a
triple.
third. Yes. And a fourth.
Quadruple. Quadruple penalty save.
Well done. That rush, that feeling.
Man.
There we go.
Good way to end it. Quadruple penalty save.
That is. Gotta love a good penalty save.
Who doesn't love a good penalty save? Let's be honest.
That's it.
No, man, that's awesome. I believe the penalty save in general is just such a unique thing.
It is.
It's a unique experience, and it's definitely something you remember. Something you remember. Like I remember, there's a specific goalkeeper moment that I remember as a penalty save in our. I think it was last year actually in the cup.
Your cup. Yeah.
Cup.
Was that at Belmont or was the one before that?
Who was it against? I think it was like in the quarterfinals, or just before the quarterfinals, and it was like I think it was like 4-4 or something at full time, and then we went into penalties, and there was one particular save that I made to keep us ahead, and it was bottom bins, like literally picked the bottom left hand corner, and I've literally just went. I'm gonna dive to the bottom left hand corner. If he hits it there, I think he's gonna hit it there. I've been told he's gonna kick it there, so
Made me tell me about that.
Yeah, so I was like, I got tipped that he was gonna do that, and I was like, no worries. He's like, but he hits the corner, and I'm like, okay, I'll dive to the corner.
That was when you were wearing the KALIAAER gloves, eh? When you were saying,
I think so.
Save, because that was why it was your first 3.
Yeah. So like with that, it was awesome, and it just that rush, rush that you get when you make a bloody awesome save.
You fight back those tears like Claudio Chance of Meatball. He's like, get back in there, tear. Suck it back in.
It's it was just like you get that. It's hard to describe. That feeling of pure emotion, adrenaline,
endorphins, I think they call it.
Endorphins, like that.
Technical word, I think my I've had 2 penalty shots. One was with Forestfield, what amateurs we were, division, the old Coolridge Cup run.
Oh yeah, okay,
Coolridge Cup. I like saying that.
Coolridge.
Yeah, Coolridge.
It just reminds me of Family Guy.
Cool whip. And we're playing against Subiaco. I made, I think it was 3 or 4 penalty saves.
Mate, that's a good effort.
And then the guy Tim that took the last penalty, it was either going to be me or him. And Coach Colin Morgan at the time, Colin Morgan, told me to step down, and he put Tim in, and Tim absolutely muffed the shot, muffed it so much that he actually put it in the back of the net because it bamboozled the goalkeeper.
Really?
Yeah. And the other one was last year at the Perth Asian Cup with Afghanistan.
Tell us how you were representing Afghanistan there.
I know people. I also played for China that year as well.
There you go. Look at that. So
both teams, great bunch of lads. When the off season comes, so obviously haven't had much football this year.
Yeah.
On the off season, if you are free, look on the interwebs and the Facebooks and check out the Perth Cup. Come watch. Great little competition. Well, I shouldn't say little. It's I do believe they host it at 2 grounds now.
Yeah. Is that the Perth Asian Cup?
Perth Asian Cup. So they hold it. I think they hosted at West Nam's ground.
Yeah, West Nam.
Yeah.
West Nam.
West Nam. I just,
West Nam.
West Nam. My bad. And they host it somewhere else too, because there's 2 places. I can't remember what it is. But the worst thing about playing at those cups, and especially at West Nam's ground, is they do a slow cooked pork on rotisserie, and the food they cook there, and you're in goals look, it's a Sunday afternoon.
The smell.
There's that smell, and all you can think of is just this roasted, succulent pork.
I can't count how many times I've been fined for having a sneaky burger or something like that on the bench as the reserve goalkeeper in amateurs football. You just sit there like, oh yeah, I've played my game of Rezzies or whatever, and then you're sitting on the bench and you can smell it and you're hungry and you're like, oh, it's just a sneaky burger on the bench.
The worst thing is having a cheeky pint. You know, like you finish your game and you're thinking, I'll do the right thing. You know,
I
sit on the bench.
I draw the line at the burger. I couldn't quite do the cheeky pint, but
I've been known to sneak a quiet one.
Stick a few Coronas on the bench, mate.
Only one. Not on the bench though, because that's unprofessional against Football West laws.
Exactly. Yes. There we go. So we won't do that.
No. So,
mate, we have well and truly done a really good episode today. I reckon. I think it's really good. But
we've got to touch on one more.
What's happening on Sunday, mate?
So Sunday is Mother's Day. Okay, boys and girls. So
we did not forget.
No, we didn't. Luckily,
that's because we wrote it on our what?
Yeah. So everyone out there, look, it's Mother's Day. Obviously, it's a bit hard. We can't go to restaurants and to a cafe like we used to.
But you don't need any of that stuff.
No, you don't. You know what? What you need to do is make yourself or make your mum one of those spaghetti noodle necklaces like you did in pre-primary, because every mum loves that.
Yes, they definitely don't chuck it out the next day.
No, or cook it up for dinner the next day.
Yeah.
But look, if you can, obviously with the restrictions, with the nursing homes and the hospitals and stuff, look, if you can go out there, go see your mum.
Yeah. Well, that's why we have technology, you know, like FaceTime, Skype, Zoom, whatever.
Give them a call.
Yeah.
Tell them you love them. But then really it shouldn't just be one day you tell that you love your mum. You should tell every single day.
Yeah, every day should be Mother's Day.
That's it. So go out there, do what you need to do. You know, make her a necklace or write her a card or buy one of those lovely Mother's Day mugs and a nice dressing gown.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, definitely have to do a shout out to the mums, because I think, especially when we bring it back to the context of football.
Oh yes.
You know, I definitely, you know, absolutely, you know, they you know, every Sunday, you know, or every, you know, when you're a kid, you know, they make that effort, you know, out of their own lives, or, you know, that, you know, they could be doing other things on a Sunday, but, you know, they choose to drop you off to your games, or even, you know, they stay and they watch you.
Well,
you know,
how many clubs are actually helped and supported by mums? So
exactly.
Is that in the canteen?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Serving pints.
Yeah.
Team managers, you know, cutting up the oranges.
Yeah.
Which I do miss, by the way.
Oh man, there's nothing better than the old halftime oranges
or the lollies.
The halftime lollies. Stop.
So do you have in the theme of Mother's Day, do you have a memory of your mum when you were playing football, or something that kind of stands out?
Yeah, look, my mum's done so much for me with regards to my sporting career, because for me, I've always been a sporty guy. Like I've never excelled too much academically. For me, I've always been a sporty guy. It's always been I've always been, you know, into some sort of sport.
Yeah. Tennis.
Yeah. Well, you know, during my tennis playing career, I also, you know, did a lot of Australian rules. So I played a lot of AFL as well.
Rules, yeah.
And you know, my mum did, you know, so much for me, and I can't thank her enough for, you know, giving me the opportunity to be able to play, you know, against, you know, play with clubs, you know, because, you know, fees, you know, they're not cheap, you know, like, you know, $400-500.
Even back.
Yeah.
Well, when I was young, it was quite expensive.
Yeah. So, you know, like, you know, they're forking out money so you can go and play.
Your boots, your gloves.
Yeah, but yeah, you know, like everything, and you know, and they even come in, like my mum used to come and watch me every Sunday play AFL. She also used to, you know, drop me off to tennis training, drop me off to football training, drop me off to tennis tournaments. Yeah. And I was doing all this at once during high school. So like I was doing everything. So, you know, and you know, it's none of it, you don't appreciate it at the time, and you really don't. And when you look back at it, especially from a parent point of view now,
you're going to be doing that soon.
Yeah, exactly. So you know, the tides have turned. But you definitely appreciate it a lot more as you get older, and you do appreciate them little things that your parents do that you know, you take for granted at the time, because, you know, like I think there's nothing better
than when you get that support from your family. And, you know, like for me, I always craved my parents' approval. So when you play a football game and you want to play good, and you feel good because you've performed well in front of them. And now it's the same for, like, you know, your wife or your kids or whoever comes to watch you play. You always want to play well for them, and because they've made the effort to come down and watch you play. So no, but shout out to my mum. I absolutely love you, and I hope you have a good day.
Yep. Shout out Tommy's mum too.
Tommy Gunn's mum.
So I think one of my memories would have to be, it was obviously, you know, going back juniors, Sunday football, typical WA weather. It's fine during the morning, then it'd be pouring out with rain, miserable. I got a lift with a mate, brought me home. Mum had the potbelly stove on, the old wood fire. Chucked the boots near that. I was absolutely drenched.
Oh, dude.
Gloves not too close to the fire, just a little bit so they get dry.
Oh, mate, you don't want to dry them too much. That's another goalkeeping tip for all you young goalkeepers out there. You need to dry your latex, but you don't dry them too much. All right, because if you dry them too much, they don't become sticky anymore.
So pretty much, best tip for that: towel rack. If your parents let you, put it on the towel rack in the bathroom, so it's still a little bit moist, but it kind of dries out a bit. Put a towel underneath when they drop, when they drip.
That's it.
Then coming home, putting the stuff down, having a warm shower, and then all you can smell when you walk in is just that cooked roast dinner, that just pork roast dinner. That's a memory to now. I still remember. And also what Tommy said, with the effort and what the mums and dads do.
For sure. Not just the mums, dads as well.
You know, driving us to football games. You know, it'll be 5 degrees, pouring down with rain.
And they'll be sitting there in the stands with their umbrellas.
Shivering,
and they're watching it.
All the highs and the lows through football. Look, you know, mothers deserve to have more than just one day.
It's a special Mother's Day episode of Inside Six Yards.
We'll do the little love heart thing that you do on there. But, look, everyone go out there. Shout out to all the mums out there supporting goalkeepers as well, and also football and other sports in general as well.
Yeah, definitely. Just supporting the kids through their sport. And I think as a kid, I think sport plays such a unique part of a kid's life, and I think without it, life can become quite dull. And I know that my kid life, you could say, would have been very dull without my sport. So definitely you have to thank the parents for that. And just shout out to all the mums. That's what this part is all about. Shout out to the mums. And if you haven't thought about your mum for Sunday, you know, go out, get her some flowers, chocolates, whatever your mum likes. Just make a bit of an effort.
Or what you could do is just you could message us on Facebook or on the email, and we could get some Inside Six Yards tops, so we get a lovely pink. Which,
we've got our own little pink beanies here as well. So
for the mums out, so when they're braving the cold.
There you go. So by all means, you know, we've got some I6Y gear coming as well. So
new logo too.
New logo, So look out for the new logo as well. Well, it's just a modified logo, so it's I6Y instead of Inside Six Yards, which is pretty cool.
It's not millennial. It's a new flavour. New flavour. Just same thing, just different flavour. Yeah, same but different.
Exactly. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. But it's just a little different thing for us. But we absolutely love doing these podcasts, and we absolutely love talking about goalkeeping as well. Yes. So apart from that, I've been Tommy Gun.
YEATESY.
And this has been Inside Six Yards, guys. Take care.
Don't forget to stretch.